Iggy Azalea signed to Grand Hustle back in 2012, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember when she first started coming around?
I do. I remember when she first came around. I remember Tip talking about he found her on the internet. She was dope. Check her out. I came in the studio. We was in the studio together. And, you know, we sat. I talked to her a lot. And she has this really thick accent, Australian accent, of course, because she's from Australia. But when I heard her rap, she sounded like she from Atlanta. I'm like, you sound like you from Bankhead. How does this work? But she, that's just talent to me because she really can, you know, change her tone when she's rapping. And when she's talking, she's back Australian again. So she's a dope artist to me, though. Iggy's always been like, she's very, she knows what she wants. Even though she's a new artist, she never came in and just took advice or just did whatever they told her to do. She was like, no, I don't like that beat. That's not for me. No. You know what I'm saying? So she's very vocal and very, you know what I'm saying, she's in tune to what's going on with her career. And she's running it. I like that. I think the first songs that she was coming with were kind of urban, and maybe it wasn't in her lane. Maybe people in the urban market didn't want to accept it as, you know, as fast or, you know, as it is now. Like, she's in her lane, that pop lane. But I think Iggy is very, she can really go in both lanes because she can flow with the best of them, and she has that it factor to where she can do it all.
Did you ever ask her why she didn't rap in an Australian accent, if that's actually how she talks?
I never asked her why she didn't do it. I just asked her how did she get this twang when she's rapping. And I guess she said she listened to a lot of, you know, Southern rap growing up, and Outkast, and, you know, I guess the Goody Mobs and everybody that was from the South. And I guess that's what she picked up on it. But I don't know. You know, I think that if she did rap with an Australian accent, that it would be normal for an Australian person to rap like an Australian. But, you know, I just think it's dope that she can sound so Southern, have that real Southern drawl, and be from a whole nother country.
What did you think when there was a little bit of that back and forth between Nicki Minaj and Iggy?
Well, I thought, how do they know that Nicki's talking about Iggy? Because I never heard her say a name, and I don't think she was the only one in that category. And I guess after watching them later on at the VMAs, I'm like, I don't think she was even, they look like they just as cool and friendly right here. So I think Nicki's dope. I think Iggy's dope. So I think it's room for both of them. And maybe they should do a song together.
You know, there's always less female rappers than male rappers. And it almost always seems like the hot female rappers go at each other as soon as they become hot at the same time.
I think the female rappers are feuding because it's like, it's only me and you know what I'm saying? And it's like competition. It's a competition thing. But really, if you think about it, one of the reasons why I feel like it's not a lot of women rappers, because the average consumer cannot, like men, they can't relate to a lot of the things. Like, for a woman to be talking about, toting guns and shooting up and doing this and that and being on a corner and doing it, it's kind of not, it's not life, you know what I'm saying? It's not like what we really do. So it's like, I guess for a woman, the subject matters are limited, if you will. They're limited. But that's why I think that most of the women that when they come sexually, they win, because that's something that women and men relate to for a woman. Women relate to it because we want to be sexy and we do sexy stuff, and we do, you know, that's That's how we feel about ourselves. And then men can relate to it because they like whatever you're advertising and whatever you're saying because it's sexual and it's a turn on. So I think that's what, but somehow Nicki is one that is kind of turning it around and being able to, I guess, kind of like really spit bars, and men listen to her. Because they like her look, though. It's all in the sexual game once again. Little Kim, also, she had her run, and it was all a sexual game. Now you had people like Foxy Brown. Well, she did a little bit of both, too. But there's not a lot. Trina, I like all of them. All of these rappers that I just named, all of them has something that I have liked about them at one point. And maybe still do, you know?